it's Suinda at Her Clear Path. It has been a minute, but I am back and we're talking about how to reinvent yourself, how to change the direction that your life is going and turn things around. Let's go. I want to share my journey. There's been so many pieces of my life that have led me to this point. Who are you? Pursue your purpose. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. The cool thing about being a human is that you can just decide today, right now, that you want to be different. Let's talk about some tiny, toony baby steps, little things that you can do that can make a big impact on your life. First, we got to get clear-headed. We walk around with so much in our heads, so much in our minds, and it's like a constant, 3 or 4, 17 different voices going off. We got to do this, got to do that. Don't forget tomorrow. Don't forget this. What are we having for lunch? What's in the washer? It's too much. So first, get your phone out, open your notes app, get your laptop, open a Word document, grab a notebook and a pen or a piece of paper, whatever you have, whatever your preferred method for jotting things down, grab that and you're going to brain dump. Everything that's on your mind right now, dump it out. And don't do pretty sentences. I'm talking bullet points. Boom, 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 boom. Get it out of your mind because we need to be focused. I want us to be right here where you have the mind space to actually receive the message versus having everything else clouding your mind. So let's empty your minds, get it all on paper, pause this video, come back when your mind is clear and has a little bit more space to receive. We're back. Hopefully now your mind is completely clear and you can receive some of these small, tiny, toony baby things that I think will make a big impact on you, taking back control of your life, reinventing yourself. So, okay, your mind is clear. We've taken everything on your mind. We've set it aside. The first thing you need to do is you got to get control of your life. You got to get in the driver's seat, get behind the wheel of your life and take back control. What do I mean by that? Think about what you spend your time on, how you use your phone. Are you the type of person who jumps to grab their phone at the slightest buzz or beep? Are you the person who has your phone attached to your hand at all times, never miss a text, never miss a call, never miss a notification? Are you the type of person who spends hours and hours scrolling endlessly on social media out of boredom and no direction? Think about how you use your phone. We need to set some boundaries. The first boundary is to determine every night what time you want to put your phone on Do Not Disturb. Now, I know that we always talk about, oh, I need my phone for emergencies. I keep it on for emergencies. If it is a true emergency, they should be calling 911 and not you. If someone's calling to inform you of an emergency, you can set it to say, if they call me 2 times in a row, I'm going to get that phone call ring. You can also set it so that certain people will always get past the Do Not Disturb if they're the ones who call you. But every night, you need to determine, hey, at this time, I don't want to be disturbed. From this time on, 8 o'clock on, 10 o'clock on, whatever time you decide in your day, whatever works for your schedule, this is the time that I no longer want outside influences to come into my mind. Because think about how much your thoughts change based on what comes up on your phone screen. How do you have control of anything if literally your phone is what's telling you what to think and what to do next? Oh, I forgot that. Oh yeah, I'm glad my phone reminded me. Oh, I got that email. Oh, that text message. No. You have to be in control of your life. And in order for you to be in control of your life, you got to get control of that device. Set up a Do Not Disturb schedule so that every day you can think without all the buzzes and the beeps and the noise. The next thing I want you to do with your phone, go to your notifications, turn them off. Turn them off. You do not need to know when the next lightning deal from Amazon is coming. You do not need to know instantly that Target has 20% off of their organizational stuff. You do not need to know immediately that someone texted you. Never, ever, ever in the history of life has anyone been able to access you instantly the way that they can now. Nobody needs to be beeping you instantly and getting your attention like that. It's never that serious. What you do is you turn your notifications off and you decide, okay, it's 1 o'clock. Let me go check my Instagram messages now. Okay, it's 2 o'clock. Let me go see who has texted me. I've gotten done what I wanted to do today. I've gotten through my to-do list. I've been productive in the way that I want. Or I was able to rest for a few hours that I wanted to rest and do some yoga, do some relaxing, go work out, whatever. Now let me see if anyone's texted me so I can respond to them. That's how you take control of your life, get your power back. We should not be enchained by every beep and boop and whatever the hell that this device has. And a big part of why we aren't happy and satisfied in our lives, while we feel defeated and hopeless, is because we don't even think. We don't have time to think for ourselves because we're letting our phones constantly push something new into our brains. We've got to cut that out. So number one, do not disturb every day at a certain time. Number two, turn your notifications off and be realistic with yourself. If you have kids and they have some kind of school app that updates you throughout the day, obviously you may want those notifications on. If you have, like I said, a sick parent or an elderly, someone that you're taking care of, you want to receive their text messages immediately. That's fine. But that's the point, is you get to decide. I recommend that you Google how to mute certain text messages. There's certain people that do not need to have access to you right away. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Immediate answers, immediate responses are not required. I'm going to say that again. You do not owe anyone an immediate response to their text messages. You don't. Learn that. Repeat it back. I do not owe anyone an immediate response to a message. Same goes for email. You do not owe anyone an immediate response. Give yourself the courtesy, give yourself the respect of being able to do what you want to do, what you need to get done for yourself before you're out here answering everybody's emails and texts and phone calls. That's number two. Number three, let's talk about social media for a second, because social media can be a blessing and a curse. It's just all in how you use it. It's a tool, a good tool, but it is very easy for us to consume garbage. Then our mind is full of garbage, then our time is wasted with garbage. I'm going to give you some examples. If you follow all of the gossip columns, all the celebrity gossip, there's a lot of toxicity that comes up on those pages. A lot of time wasting information that we don't need to know what outfit a celebrity wore today. I'm not saying don't go look at it, but do you need to get daily notifications of when something new posts? Do you need to see every single day and be up to date on all of the celebrity crap? No, you don't. Especially if you're miserable, especially if you're in debt, especially if you're not making enough money. We don't have time for that. Not every day, not instantly with notifications on. The same goes for the news. Did you know that your brain doesn't know the difference between a movie, news that you're reading, and real trauma that might be happening in your life? Your brain and your physical responses and your chemical responses are the same whether you're watching a movie, watching the news, or if something real is happening to you. That means that nervousness, anxiety, excitement, fear, all of those things that you feel when you're watching something tragic, terrible, horrifying, you're impacting your brain and your body like if you were really going through something horrifying for real in your life. That's not healthy, man. That is not healthy. It's not normal. I'm telling you, I used to watch Law and Order. It would be like in the background of my life. I'd just be doing things while I had Law and Order up in the corner of my screen. I had to stop watching it because the amount of like rape and sexual deviance that I kept thinking about throughout the day. Why am I thinking about this? I need to switch to something happy-go-lucky to be in the background while I'm working, because I couldn't take it. It was like I felt like literally I had to watch over my back and look over my shoulder like something was happening to me, like I had a stalker. And that's just a very small example, but your body doesn't know the difference. And maybe it's not a good idea for you to consume so much horror and so much tragedy on a daily basis. I get that, like, things that are happening in the world, the news, all of those things, we want to be informed because we want to help, we want to do things, but how can you help anyone if you yourself are empty and not whole? You cannot pour into somebody's cup with a cup that's empty. So you need to be able to fill yourself up. You need to be whole in order to help others. And consuming this kind of content on a daily basis, it's not healthy. Not only is it taking up your time where you could be eating better, you could be exercising, you could be meditating, or whatever you do to help get you back to 100% feeling good and feeling like you, whatever that is. But it's time consuming. Your body is real time reacting as if you're going through real trauma. You're putting yourself through something traumatic every time you see something new, scary, terrible on the news or in the celebrity gossip confrontations. If you watch those videos of people fighting and arguing, that's too much. It's not good for your mental health either, because you're just adding on. Remember earlier we brain dumped and took everything out of our brains and wrote it down or typed it up in a Word document. If you're clearing your mind, and then just filling it back up with all of this garbage that you're consuming on social media, what good does it do? What's the point? The point of clearing your mind and emptying your mind out is so that you can fill it back up with healthy things, things that you need, things that you want. Replenish your mind with joy, with beauty, with nature, with whatever brings you joy and happiness. I'm not saying don't scroll on IG. I'm not saying don't scroll on TikTok, but you decide when, and you decide how long, and you also decide to cut out all of the stuff that's not helping you or serving you. That includes all the people from high school that you might follow, old coworkers from old jobs. If they're posting stupid stuff that's not doing anything for you, unfollow or mute. They have that mute option now where you don't have to see their content, but you'll still be listed in their followers if you feel bad, and you don't want them to think that whatever. Because if you care, that's fine. Those are my 3 tiny tips, tiny, toony little baby steps that will help you get control of your life, will be the very first few tiny steps towards reinventing who you are, towards taking control, towards getting out of the water that you're drowning in, out of the debt that you're drowning in, towards being more confident in yourself so that you can make the right decisions for yourself, for your life and your family. The phone, you've got to be able to take control of it. You've got to take your power back. I talk a lot about taking your power back in my most recent blog post at herclearpath.com. Definitely check it out. We've talked about reinventing yourself. We've talked about feeling stuck, feeling unclear, feeling defeated, feeling like you're drowning, and a few little tips and baby steps that you can try to start turning things around for yourself. If you haven't, definitely like this video, subscribe to my channel. I will continue to post tips and how-tos and ideas, how you can turn your life around. You can reinvent yourself. You don't have to stay the same. You don't have to stay on this path of darkness and destruction. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You have a life. You're here. You're breathing. Your life is meant to be lived, and you're meant to enjoy it. You're not meant to be stressed out day after day after day. So let's start with these small baby steps of things that you can control. And you'd be surprised how much time you get back. I'm here for you. If you are ready to turn your life around, if you are wanting to get financially free, get out of debt, start a side hustle, start a business, because we didn't talk about all of that in this video. But ultimately, Her Clear Path is about multiple income streams, becoming free in multiple areas of your life so that you can actually enjoy it and live it to the fullest. Check out herclearpath.com. If you need to brainstorm, let me be your buddy. I would be delighted to speak with you and hear about the changes that you want to make and help maybe give you a little bit of guidance. If you've watched this far, thank you so much for watching. I really want the best for us, and I know that you can do it. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take guts. It's going to take changing habits. It's going to take looking within and figuring out who you are, what you want out of life, and where you want your life to go. But it'll be worth it in the end. I'm rooting for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button and check out my other social media channels. I'd love to hear what you think. Leave a comment below, and I'll catch you in the next one. Baby tan lindo. Come on up so that they can say hi to you. Oh, the gizmo. Look at, oh, the hot breath. Oh, gizmo. And the floppy ears. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, look at the nose. Let me finish this video. Gone down. Thank you. How you can do You want a hug?